relatively famous economist says that the economy might be a disappointment for years to come, and we'll just have to get used to it. That this is new normal. Really? Why? Why do we have to put up with this?
How would you like to make up to $20,000 a month flipping houses with no risk? Hi, my name is Nick Vertucci, and over the last 2 years, my elite team of house flippers have flipped over 800 properties. A flipping system that guarantees quick profits. And this year, we plan to double it. I'm growing my team in your area, and I'm looking for help. I have more cash available than deals right now, so I need you. All interest...
Call 1-800-543-1495. 1-800-543-1495, or ask for them online at familyradio.org.
Well, if you've been flipping through your radio dial, wonder what you're listening to, this is The Christian Home on Family Radio.
Audition the actors in person to know if they have the qualities you're looking for. Likewise, when you're buying a diamond, you need to examine the diamonds in person to see what sparkle. Diamonds with the same lab grade will have different amounts of sparkle depending on how they were cut and where the inclusions are located inside the diamond. Sparkle is what it's all about. At Shane Company, when we buy diamonds at the diamond cutters, they're first sorted by lab grade, then
for me.
4 injured passengers filed a suit for damages today in federal court. 2 possible new entries into the race for the Republican presidential nomination making some noise today. CBS's Stephen Portnoy.
In a statement, Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal says President Obama has turned the American dream into a European nightmare. Opening an exploratory committee, pledging to announce a final decision on a run next month. South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham tells CBS News he'll make his announcement in 2 weeks.
The latest study of head injuries from the football field. CBS's Barry Bagnotto in Washington.
There may be a heightened risk of memory problems for former football players who suffered concussions and lost consciousness. 7 of 28 retired NFL players fell into this category. Preliminary University of Texas study. All 7 had mild cognitive impairment after the age of 63 and atrophy in parts of the brain dealing with memory performance and storage. The findings appear in the journal JAMA Neurology.
There is a welcome sign of a stronger economy, busy airports.
U.S. airlines are expected to carry a record 222 million passengers between June 1st and August 31st. Problem is, summer, with its closing, flight diverting raft
with innovation in San Jose for its service to the community. The Tech Museum CEO, Tim Ritchie.
There are 35,000 museums in our country, and we're the only museum from California. I'm honored because the competition was quite significant.
The Tech was also recognized for offering opportunities for hands-on science learning, especially to low-income students. In the South Bay, I'm Jeannie Lynch, KGO 810.
Around the world, forces with the terrorist group ISIS have taken the key to the city of Ramadi. Correspondent Nick Payton-Walsh says this is a major setback for Iraq.
ISIS have control of a key population center. We're hearing about 500 people may have lost their lives.
Salvador, un grito, cuando Tuca pierde los partidos y no los quiere perder, sale sin saludar a nadie. Esta vez estaba riendo y abrazando con Caixinha. O sea, ahí estaba firmado ya.
Oye, Fede, a ver, esto me lleva me da una idea de que tú como aficionado de Tigres te sientes satisfecho.
in California tend to be in California because they are driving distance, and of course we are seeing a good size increase in travelers this year.
The increase in travelers this weekend is slightly more than 4% higher than last year. Let's take a look at our Bay Area weather. Here's Lloyd Lindsay Young.
Hello, Benicia. Good morning, everybody.
The department from a lawsuit involving an arrest in which they burst into Teresa Sheehan's room in a halfway house, then shot her 5 times when she came at them with a knife. A turnaround for the Obama administration. It will no longer allow the federal government to provide most military-style equipment to local police. Approved an interagency.
Game 6 of 19, late in the third, at home, closeout game. And all you have to do is finish, right? You've got your boot on their throat, just finish. But they let them off the hook. And it should be just...
To conduct several water tests in order to fund the test. Lompico Water has proposed raising rates $100 from $105 every 2 months to $205. Public meeting will begin at...
The relationship means more than holding on to the offense. You acknowledge your sin, I am going to totally and completely remove it from my presence so that you and I can go on in a relationship.
Minutes go in the third quarter, and you lose the game and then get blown out in game 7. People are going to ask about a jinx or a curse.
Big city of New York, and so I went and I loved it. And then I thought I needed to figure out a way to make a contribution around justice and fairness. I was very, involved in my school and political things, and so I thought, I guess I should be a lawyer.
Wow. And what age was that?
Law school, and quickly learned that the law was not only a place where you could change things, it was also one of the places that folks who already own things try to keep what they have and not share and not be fair, and that was very heartbreaking, I think, to discover. But I moved on into practicing law until I discovered
the document on media communications.
Del Walmsley Radio Show constitutes an endorsement, recommendation, offer, or solicitation to buy or sell any product or security. Welcome to the Del Walmsley Radio Show. Del challenges the status quo.
Built a radio station in the Vatican in 1930. Why? Because he was broadcasting already in 9 languages, and he was already starting to broadcast about the Nazis and what they were trying to do.
Thứ 6 hay là có thể nghỉ từ thứ 5 cho chương trình đi chơi xa.
Para la oficina en Concord, el teléfono es 925-0586, 925-602-0586 y en San José 408-577, 408-577-1017. Una vez más, 408-577-1017. Vamos a invitarle a usted si tiene alguna pregunta, quiere conversar con la señora.
Để có được một bản định giá nhà hoàn toàn.
Sinh活金情报.
Không, nếu mà bạn sang tên cho người thân của bạn, và thậm chí nếu mà bạn cần bán nhà cho người thân hoặc là cho con của bạn, thì Tùng có thể giúp bạn với cái hợp đồng và hướng dẫn cho bạn tất cả những cái.
Let me give you an inside baseball just to show you the differences.
emails. Is it okay if I read an email to you?
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
This is one of my clients from Tallahassee. His name's Ron.
Okay.
Now listen to this. After 3 days of being on Super C, his blood pressure dropped. He said the top...
Students say a documentary inspired them, and they gathered 500 signatures from students, teachers, and Palo Alto residents in support.
As a flock of sheep, which helps them